Hey everyone, God bless you. So I'm going to make this video really short, sweet, and to the point because usually when I start to record, the baby wakes up and he's taking a nap. So I can imagine that that might end up happening because I'm recording. Always happens every time. I just want to give a quick commentary about what happened what I'm seeing politically. So last night was the first debate, which I thought was really funny because it was right after this season of the Lord just saying, take 40 days to fast before me, to seek me, and all of that. And it's crazy how that works out from the time that he gave me that word, 40 days up until then brought us to Yom Kippur. And then shortly after, like basically the next day, we see that there is we have the first presidential debate. So I'm not going to talk about how they spoke over each other, and I'm not going to nitpick how, certain things were taken definitely out of context, right? Like instantly people are being painted in whatever kind of way, and picking out little things. Like it was not meant, obviously, to learn anything. There's a lot of talking over each other. It was a lot of just confusion. I was actually starting to feel anxious just listening to it. I was like, I kind of wanted to just turn it off because just the bickering and the arguing is just to bring a spirit of confusion and contention. But I do want to say this. So if anybody who knows me well, I am the type of person where I side more with, if you've ever seen the meme of Homer Simpson just standing between the two presidential debates, ripping off the masks of their face, and in the episode it shows like a green alien. Although I don't believe that they're reptilians, I think that what is actually happening is he's ripping off the masks and there's a meme and it shows like two Freemason symbols. So basically all we're seeing is a show between two different people that are both in their own societies, secret societies. Okay. Now stay with me for a moment. I remember watching something, or I actually didn't watch it because I wasn't into these movies, but I remember seeing in 2016, there was a movie that came out. It was very popular, and I'm going to bring this back in a moment. It was called The Purge election year. Now, if you don't believe at this point that these things are planned, then hopefully this will open your eyes to some of this. So if you look up The Purge election year, the trailer, funny, it's election year. It was the first year of Trump's presidency, so looking at 2016 was when it came out, and it came out in the beginning of the year. Now, Hollywood takes a long time. You have to write out your script, you have to get budgeting, you have to hire a cast, actors, so it's kind of funny how this happened right in the beginning, the very beginning of 2016 is when this came out. So, Purge election year. Now, they're not talking about that election year. I believe this is all predictive programming talking about 2020, which is what we're going to see now. Now, Trump in the debate mentioned the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys is this far-right extremist, neo-Nazi, basically, whatever kind of group, okay? And on the left, you have Antifa. Now, why is that being so blown up in the media? Why did that just happen? Nothing happens on accident, right? Like all these questions are scripted out for a reason in order for the media to jump on it. Now, what did the media do? They jumped right on it. They're like, oh, he said, stand by, Proud Boys. So I'm like, who are these people? So I decided to look them up. And if you don't think at this point that what they're trying to incite is a civil war between the races, then you really need to look up this stuff. So the Purge election year, two key giveaways. Keep in mind when I said it came out. The first thing I'm going to play just because I can't show you the whole thing or else they'll take this down for copyright. But here's what they say is the flashback to the Purge election year from 2015 in the thing. It says 15 years earlier. Sorry. And there's a president, a senator who gets up and says the purge needs to stop. Now listen to her words.
The soul of our country is at stake. The purge targets the poor and the innocent.
The senator's going to win.
Okay. She said the battle for the soul of our country is at stake. If you look up Joe Biden's slogan, throughout his presidency, all I see is we are in a battle for the soul of our country. Now, if you don't think this stuff is paid for and bought, maybe this will show you. If you go later on into the Purge trailer, towards the end, it says make America great again. Okay? So not only are you seeing Biden's slogan, but you're also seeing Trump's slogan. huh, that's really interesting. And this came out 4 years ago. Again, you can look this up. After this post, I'm going to put the link so you can go into the Purge election year and watch the trailer yourself. Now, why is that also interesting? Well, one of the main characters is a man of color, okay, in opposition to this white female senator. So, what is happening? It's basically pitting against black and white. There's a scene where there's people that are, and it's really disgusting, but there's a scene where people are hanging from a tree. Like, the next step and what is trying to happen is incited race wars, okay, to create a civil war using race. It's being done with the presidency. It's being done with the debates. It's being done all over the place. That's the only reason they would bring in this Proud Boys. It's the only reason you've been seeing nothing but Antifa and all these other things that we've seen happen. It's the Hegelian dialectic, okay? Here's the issue. We're going to offer the solution. Order ab cal, right? Like order out of chaos. All of it. I'm going to put the link for the Purge election year. Obviously, pray before you watch it. It's like 2.5 minutes, but it's everything I'm talking about. It's everything that you see that they're trying to do right now in the media and exactly where this is going. So I'm going to put that there. And I just wanted to share this with you because I feel like so many in the body are like, oh, I'm awake to this and I see this. But then it's like, we're not seeing it, right? Like, so I just want to show this to you. And again, take it for what you will. But that's what I believe is happening now. It's really about incited race wars. It's really about, trying to divide the country even further as much as possible. And honestly, if you watch the debates at this point, like, it is super scripted, A. B, it is a clown show. Like, it's you can't even watch it. Like, it's just, they're not even debating. Like, coming from somebody, if you're looking at rhetoric in general or like logic statements, none of it makes any sense. I have no idea what anybody stands for. Why? Because they're both pushing the same agenda. They just wear a different party hat. Okay? So I love you. Go forth in love, peace, boldness, and perseverance to preach the message of the gospel. Please share this, give it a thumbs up, like whatever you have to do, because the YouTube algorithm likes to bury messages like this because, well, it's the truth. So all right. I'd like to know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.